Alright, what's going on, guys? I just hopped out of the shower and today I will be prepping my car for Vtec Club, which is this Saturday, and this video is being made on the 19th. It's gonna see, but I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded, so I'm pretty backed up because I do have a lot of videos to actually upload right now, and I think I have 3 videos before this video of me actually prepping my car for Vtec Club. Just keep in mind that this is a bit late. If you guys do follow me on Instagram, I'll be running at Vtec Club already, and my car would already be prepped by then. This is just a heads up. But today I'm going to be changing out my fluids out, which is of course my transmission fluid and I'm just gonna do oil change because I haven't done an oil change for probably almost like, I normally do every 1,000 and I know that is overboard but I just like seeing my pretty much valve cover and everything, pistons all clean and stuff. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I think it's probably been like around 11 to 1,200 miles since I knew I was gonna change it out for Vtec Club. My tranny fluid, I need to change that out also. I'm still using O'Reilly's tranny fluid since I've done my input shaft bearings on my transmission, and I haven't been to the track ever since then. That's why I never changed out the transmission fluid until today, which I will be hitting the track on Saturday. You guys already seen I'm using 1 bottle of MTF and 1 bottle of RTF for the transmission fluid. MTF is regular manual transmission fluid. RTF is racing transmission fluid. It's a 50-50 mix. So for single cams, it's only 2 quarts, so all you need is 2 bottles, so it's a lot easier to pour it in. And I'll show you guys probably how to do that if you guys don't know how to do that. And then oil change. Whoa. Hold on a second. Castro, what's going on? Alright. So my car has a Motel livery, but I don't use Motel oil. Reason is because it is expensive and it's somewhat hard to get around here unless I order it online. But I change my oil every 1,000 to 1,500. So there's no point in me even using Motel because that's just gonna be a waste of money. So just letting you guys know that I do have a Motel library, but I'm not using any Motel products. So I don't know if any of you guys will hate that, but just keep that in mind. Then also my friends with the Gathers hatch, I don't know if I should be saying this, he has no Gathers product. If you guys know what Gathers products are, it's like pretty much like OEM speakers and stuff, like the rear ones that you could get for the JD models of the car up in Japan. So letting you guys know that. And I'm using a fram air filter. Why? Because I change it out every 1,000, doesn't matter. First thing to do, of course, is jack up the car, but before I do that, it is a bit of a long process to jack on my car from the front end, because I have to unlock my hood latches, take off my bumper, which requires me turning the wheel, and then take off the screws. And once I pop the hood, take off the screws on the top, and then drive my car on a piece of wood, and then jack it up underneath from the tow hook or my splitter brackets, which I still need to install. Oh, it's hiding under there? Yeah, so let's get it going. I can't read your mind. Thinking my heart is starting to turn off blind. Do you still fantasize? Or has our time just come and passed us by? So the car is up on the jack stand. Now to drain the oil. You guys already know how to do that. Change the oil filter. You guys already know how to do that, right? Maybe. But the transmission fluid, I will show you guys. There are 2 ways of doing this. Transmission bolt that you want to take off to drain is this one right here. The one with the 3/8 hex, or whatever it's called, 3/8. And then there is a fill bolt up there that you could use, but I don't. What I normally do to fill it up when the car's on the ground is through the speed sensor. The speed sensor is down there. I'm gonna remove my intake to show you guys. And you use a long funnel to do it. But for now, of course, we're gonna take out that hex key right there, or hex bolt, drain it, and then make sure when you guys drain your transmission fluid, the car's at an incline. If your car's up on Jackson's all 4, all the transmission fluid won't come out. I've done before and I was like, what the fuck, you know? It should be this little. Make sure you jack it up at an incline so all the tranny fluid will come out, and then after that, drop the car down and fill it up through the speed sensor. But first, I'm gonna do the oil change, and that's really simple. What's up, dog? while that's draining, most people use washers for their drain bolt. I use thread seal tape. What you do is pull a strand after you clean the drain bolt, and then you put it onto the drain bolt. You gotta make sure that when you put on the thread, it's the right way, so when you screw it in, it doesn't unravel itself. So we're going this way. Roll it in as if it was going to, I don't know if this is the right way you guys do it, but this is how I've been doing it for the past years, and I never had any oil leaks from any of my cars. That's just screw it in right after. And it's draining right now, and then after that I got to take off the oil filter. One other tip, when you guys do oil filters on Civics, you guys do know that when you take off the oil filter, a lot of oil comes out. So what I do is I put a rag right underneath the filter where it sits on the head, or on the block, I mean. And then when you unscrew it, all this was soak in the oil. But make sure that all the oil comes out from there first and not too much comes out. And then you lube this up with oil and then just hand tighten it. I don't use a, oil filter wrench, because hand tightening works best for me, and it's easier to remove in the long runs. Yep. Oh man, that fram life. Oil change. There's the old filter, there's the old oil. Now do the transmission. Alright, now for this, let's break loose this 3/8 right here. Hold on a second. I'm an idiot, I was tightening it. Get a towel ready just in case. And it will shoot out this way, so keep that in mind. Look at that, O'Reilly's clear. Training fluid doesn't really get dirty on manual cars, but this training fluid is pretty thin. I think it's a 7590, I'm not really sure. But at least we're replacing with fifths, so it'll be a lot better. Take your training fluid. And this, I've done a couple races with this type of mix. They're a lot thicker and they won't die thin down through the heat on the track. The Torque RTF and MTF, I've done a couple events on them and it does make a huge difference. And even driving on the street, like I think right after my first time ever putting this in my car, you do feel the difference in shifting and everything. So I will highly recommend it. I think it's 10 or 15 bucks for the MTF and it's $20 for the RTF. The RTF is more expensive, of course, but it will make your car shift a lot better. I know for a fact that some people, they do the synchro mesh mix, which is the AC Delco with something I forgot to prevent your car from grinding gears, and it actually works. But I've never done that. I've just been using Torco because my gears don't grind or anything. So I'm just waiting for it to drain and then I'm gonna plug it back up. Also, there is this washer, you guys can see, this little crush washer that you're supposed to remove or replace every time you take this bolt off, but I did it last time, so I'm just reusing it. Yeah, and then I totally forgot to go buy one, so that's why I didn't replace it. But yeah, I'm gonna let it drain and I'll show you guys how to fill it up. While that's draining, I'm gonna take off the intake, and this is a top fuel intake. For most of you guys that always ask me, is that AEM or engine? No, it's a top fuel. Top fuel. I bought it brand new. It took, I think, like a week to come through. It's kind of hard showing you guys, but the speed sensor is this little thing right here. The little sensor on top, and then there is a 10mm bolt right beside it that you have to remove in order to pull the plug out, and that's all you do. You plug it out and then you get a really long funnel to pour the new transmission fluid in, which I think I might have it. Yeah, this black one right here. Yeah, I'm gonna be using that funnel to fill it in from the top. After that finishes draining, I want to make sure I get every little ounce out of it. I'm not really prepping my car too much. I still have to go buy my other exhaust gaskets, because last time when I went to buy my exhaust gaskets, they didn't have it in stock. So I'm just waiting for them to have it in stock in order to buy it, and hopefully they will have it before this weekend. I need to replace those and my donut gasket. I'm just doing the fluids right now, and then after that I might rotate my tires. Nah, it might be okay, because my rears have 2 events on them. My fronts I never have. I might just leave it as is, since I guess just take it like that. In my next video, I will be prepping my car again. It'll be doing my exhaust gasket and stuff. I just don't have it right now. I only have my test pipe to resonator gasket, the 3-bolt one. I forget what it's actually called. This one, but I need the other 2. And my donut gasket. I need to go pick that up tomorrow when I get off work. I'm just letting you guys know while I'm waiting for that to drain out so I can fill it in and show you guys. But that's that. And hopefully you guys come out and say what's up. Me and the Gather's Hatch will be inside a garage. We rent our own garage. Yeah, just feel free to stop by. And I heard a lot of people are going to Vtec Club this weekend. I think because it's closer than most events, because this is in Fontana, so it's really close to a lot of people's houses that I know. A lot of locals will come out because it's super close compared to going to Street Tupelo, which is like 3 hours through the desert and just a long drive. For us, Fontana is probably like an hour and 30. So for free to stop by. A lot of people coming out. You probably see a lot of sick Hondas or, you know, whatever you'll see out there. And I think it's done draining. Now, taking out the speed sensor, I use a long extension. Right here. With a 10 mil going straight down to sensor, which I'll grab from right here. Grab the ratchet. Straight down to 10 mil. Oh man, it's too dark. And this is what the speed sensor looks like. It controls your, well, it tells you your how fast you're going on your, your cluster. And there's a lot of dirt on here, I think because of all the construction on my street. But that's the speed sensor. So what you do is you take this bolt off, and then once the bolt's out, just twist it lightly or shake it, and then it'll slide off from the gears. But make sure when you put it back in, you guys line up with the gears. Now I'm going to fill up the transmission using this funnel. Make sure it's clean. And then there's no specific way I'm pouring the RTF or MTF. I just pour RTF and then MTF, or MTF then RTF, because I mean when you're driving it mixes itself. Once the funnel's in there like that, in the hole where the transmission is, then just pour the fluid through there. 2 quarts worth on single cams. B series I think is 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. I'm not really sure. I don't have a B series. Single cam life. I guess I'll do the MTF first. RTF. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I'm gonna go for a test drive real quick and then go get some food with my friends. So hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, dislike, up to you guys on this video. And stay tuned for more content. Like I said, this video will be a bit delayed because I have the race this Saturdays, and I have 3 more videos to upload, which is of course the roll bar install, us picking up the roll bar, and my friend with the hatch coming through. So I want to get more into vlogs and stuff. So what I'm gonna try to do is split it in between days, where I'll have, for example, like one vlog, and then the next one will be me working on my car, the next will be vlog, then me working on my car. So it'll be all separated and everything. So hope you guys stay tuned for more content, subscribe, like, whatever. Peace. Had a dead body there.
Put it away. Should we take this one out?
Well, we gotta take the roll bar out first. Take off the seats, take off the pillars, and then take off the carpet. Well, the mat.